Pisces, how are we today? Just doing your weekly reading, seeing what needs to come out and be known for you this week. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Every single like and comment, it really does help the channel grow. So I do really appreciate that, being such a small channel. This week we have the Yin Yang Oracle. We also have the Mystic Martian Oracle. The main Lenormand deck I'm using, we have the Jester Lenormand this week, as well as the Romance Angels Love Oracle deck. Okay, so seeing what's going on for you this week, Pisces, letting everybody know the shadow work reading is coming up this week as well. So keep an eye out for that one on the full moon. Should be Thursday the 23rd. I do understand that, it's probably a little bit earlier here in Australia than it is elsewhere in the world, but that will be uploaded Thursday, Australia time. Okay, so I'm looking forward to doing the shadow work reading. It's my favorite time of month, but seeing what's going on for you at the moment, Pisces. Pisces, what is going on for Pisces? What does Pisces need to be aware of at the moment? Oh, I love this for you, Pisces. Firstly, we have the North Node card, which is all about cosmic and purposeful energy. So we do see that the cosmic attachments energy there with, a greater purpose to your life than just this 3D reality that we're sort of stuck in. And so there may be some sort of insights coming through to you from the more spiritual side of things in your life at the moment. Maybe finding a little bit more of your purpose when it comes to your spiritual path, your cosmic universal kind of energy there, how you connect to the universe as a whole. Definitely an interesting energy, that North Node energy. It does really connect us deeply to, the core of the whole universe here. Not only Mother Earth connections, but, connecting to that the other realms within life as well. So it is a very spiritual connection card, and it does sort of help reveal inner purpose and the deeper purpose to life for yourself here as well. We do also see the Freedom card coming through. Okay, so that does also say leap and opportunities. That is the card of Uranus. Okay, so the freedom and opportunities coming through for you at the moment, Pisces. I really love this for you, Pisces, because it does feel like it's a bit of a change in the energy for you, Pisces. It does feel as though, especially with the freedom, taking a leap into the new kind of opportunities around you, the new energies around you. I really enjoy this energy for you today, Pisces. We also see the reunion soul ties card. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is actually a reunion to that deeper part of yourself that you maybe have felt like you've lost a little bit of connection with along the way. That is feeling like that cosmic soul tie here. And for a lot of you, I feel like it's to yourself rather than to an actual person. It's reuniting yourself with facets of yourself that may have felt depleted from you in the last I want to say year or two here, Pisces. It's some of the Pisces have been going through a bit of a rough time, whether that be because of, things going on in your life, or whether that is because of, spiritual awakening elements there. We do see that it's really giving you this connection back to your own soul and moving forward in a much more positive kind of energy here for yourself. So we will clarify this message and see if it wants to be a little bit more specific about what's going on for you here, Pisces. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know right now? What's going on for our Pisces? Okay, so I do feel as though this is kind of showing us, where we've been and where we're going, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Because with this first two cards, we have the mouse and then the fox. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of this where we've been energy, and this is part of understanding your purpose as well, Pisces. That understanding that these things have happened in your life, or have these elements have occurred around you in your life for this higher purpose of yours, that you've needed to kind of experience those things so that you can move forward, and choose not to have those sorts of energies in the future. You can really, with that fox energy, you can really focus on your own survival. You can, take that fox energy and use it in a positive way for yourself, where it's, you being very independent and looking after yourself first and foremost, doing what needs to be done to make sure that you are, where you need to be, and not worrying so much about, other people around you, especially, things that have been lost to you in the past with that mouse energy there. Anyone that has been watching the videos, you will probably know that the mouse energy is something we have been picking up for Pisces pretty frequently. But it is feeling that this is sort of letting us know that it's time to let go of that mouse energy, that's no longer a part of our life. That is, yes, we've suffered losses. Yes, we've had things taken from us in the past here. Yes, it has stressed us out. But, it's time for that to be put exactly where it is in the past. It's no longer, necessary for that to affect our life going forward. It's a part of our purpose in the sense of, yeah, that's a part of where we have been, but it's not a part of where we're going. Okay, so I do feel as though this is, this mouse energy is moving further away from you here, Pisces, and it's further back and looking back at the past. And yes, that's where I've been. I've learned a lot from that experience. It's time to, purpose myself in another direction, take new opportunities, and use those past losses, that past stress to, really instigate me looking after myself, and being very smart and intelligent about how I'm moving forward, and moving forward in a lot of independence, and focusing on my own survival here. Shape shifting a little bit. I am picking up the shapeshifter energy off that fox today as well. So kind of fitting yourself to the situation a little bit, telling people what they need to hear, in order for you to have the sort of the most peaceful route through anything coming into your life, that you're kind of just um, doing what needs to be done in order to look out for yourself and your own needs first and foremost. And sometimes that does sort of lean towards shifting yourself to whatever circumstance you're currently finding yourself in, or the people that you're around, being a little bit of a shapeshifter so that you can sort of fit in, blend in, move forward, find your own way through that, without sort of sticking out and finding conflict from, adamantly sticking up for just one version of yourself, needing to sort of shape shift a little bit here and fit in a little bit more to escape, is what I'm kind of getting. That fox energy, it's kind of like, you're blending in with the other foxes just so that you can get out of the pack and find your own way. Whereas if you were to stand tall and be a chicken, all the foxes would be looking at you. All the foxes around you would be looking at you, and it would end up in a fight for your life kind of thing. Whereas you kind of, and it's happening in a very intelligent kind of way, where you're realizing the best thing for me in this situation, the best way out of this situation, is to just go with the flow a little bit, blend in a little bit, and get out of that situation altogether so I can move on to other opportunities. It's kind of, it's coming through in a very clever kind of intelligent way, where you are shifting yourself a little bit here just to avoid, negative stuff. I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of like, it's not worth the fight. I'm just going to, shapeshift and get myself out of that situation where I'm avoiding the conflict and removing myself from those conflicts altogether. We do see the house energy as well, Pisces. So it's all about, finding your inner stability, finding emotional security for yourself. So for those of you who have been, emotionally, in a bit of turmoil and those sorts of things in the recent past or whatever, we are seeing that that's stabilizing for you in the near future here, that you are really able to center yourself and ground yourself and find, that purpose just in stability and security within yourself and moving forward in a much more peaceful kind of way for yourself here, I feel. Okay. So that's a really lovely message once again, Pisces, but we'll have a look with the Mystic Martian and see what that wants to add in for us. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know right now? What's going on for Pisces, please? Firstly, we have the Venusians card coming through here. So romance, soulmates, and empathy. So, this is playing out in a few different ways for different people within the collective, okay? Once again, for a lot of you, this is going back to that reunion, soul ties energy, finding your finding the soulmate within yourself first and foremost, being your own soulmate first and foremost here. For some of you, I am picking up that there may be somebody else coming in the near future for you. So we will delve into that in a moment, but we're also seeing the shadow self card. Okay, so I feel like, I did mention it at the start of the video, but I do feel as though this upcoming shadow work video may end up being something very important for you to look at, Pisces. There may be something, I haven't done that reading yet, of course, but there may be something for you in that reading. So when we do that, it may pay for you to keep an eye out for that reading. That does say denial, projecting, and shame. Okay, so just be aware that there may be some shadow work stuff still just sort of finalizing for you here. I'm going to clarify that one first. Shadow self. Why are we seeing Pisces shadow self energy? Right, because this we see the key and then the crossroads here, Pisces. So this shadow work stuff, this looking a bit deeper within yourself, facing the darker sides of yourself and learning how to deal with those darker elements within yourself and accept them as part of who you are and moving forward in acceptance of the whole, rather than dividing yourself into, oh, I don't like that part of myself, rather than denying the darker parts of yourself. And it's all about the acceptance of those. And that, once again, that's that new opportunity. Okay, with the ring there, we did. Sorry, the ring. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said the ring there. That's the key. But we did see that opportunities card, and that's exactly what this is about. This is new opportunities that all lead to success. Every door we open with the key does lead to success. So it's it's unlocking those deeper parts of yourself and finding new opportunities on the other sides of doing so. So when you do face these shadow work issues within yourself and you ask yourself, what am I in denial about? What am I projecting? What am I feeling shame towards? Unlocking your full potential by facing those and dealing with those issues and accepting that you feel those ways and moving forward. It's going to bring a lot of success forward for you. And I feel like, just facing those issues is going to, bring around a lot of new opportunities for you. And then we do see the crossroads as well. So it is a conscious decision that you are needing to make for this shadow work. Some of you, you do have the free will here to decide to, continue to be in denial or ignore your shadow work that is necessary. So there is a need for you to, very, very, very consciously pay attention to the darker side of yourself. It's time. Okay, for some of you, you have been delaying this for quite a while, and you know that there's some shame or stuff like that you need to face a little bit here, and it's kind of just letting you know now's the new time. Now's the time to do that. If you want those new opportunities, you need to make the conscious decision to face the path of doing the work. Okay, shadow work is never necessarily an easy thing, but there is this conscious decision to take this path, to resolve these issues within yourself, accept that side of yourself so that you can move forward into the new opportunities. Okay, because you may not get offered those new opportunities if you're decide to continue along the same path without facing these darker elements within yourself. Okay, so I do feel as though there's a bit of a suggestion there for you, Pisces. But we will go back and I'm going to clarify this Venusian's energy with the romance cards because, for most of the readings, I have been using them separately, but I do just sort of intuitively feel as though they need to come directly onto this card here. Okay, Pisces. What is going on for Pisces with romance and love? This Venusian's energy for Pisces. Romance, soulmates, and empathy. Why are we seeing the Venusian's energy for Pisces, please? Okay, so for a lot of you, there definitely is somebody coming in the near future, but it's feeling very connected to that shadow work stuff. So, that shadow work stuff, it's kind of, maybe that's the decision that you're needing to make. Am I on the path to wanting, because I feel like I'm just sort of picking up here for a lot of you, when we've seen that the mice and the fox energy coming through there as well, and reuniting with a part of yourself that you may not have accepted for a little while here. I'm just intuitively picking up that for a lot of you, you're kind of saying, I don't care about romance. I don't care about soulmates. I don't, I'm not ready to face the idea of love, just the idea of love, the idea of a soulmate. It feels as though that's something that you're needing to face some issues, within that shadow self, around the idea of love and feeling as though you're not ready for love, or that you still need more healing for love, and those sorts of issues coming through here. So it may be a bit of a conscious decision to get myself ready for love, is what I'm sort of seeing here, because for a lot of you there is potential romance, love opportunities in the future here, but it's all about you being willing to accept them. That if you're not ready to accept those opportunities, they're not going to appear in the same sort of a way, that they're not going to be the same sort of energy. So it's kind of because I am seeing, firstly, we're seeing retreat. Okay, it's time to disconnect from the world. So I feel like that's where you're off doing your shadow work here, Pisces. It's time to retreat. It's time to really stop and go into yourself and ask yourself, am I ready to, what else do I need to face before I can actually even consider romance again? Spending some time with yourself and facing those darker sides of yourself, facing your shame when it comes to, whatever's happened in the past with love and those sorts of things, facing the shadow side, the denial, the projecting, facing that shadow side, especially when it comes to, the idea of love and the idea of, I don't know if I'm ever going to love again. That kind, I'm picking up those sorts of things. So this is retreating into yourself and spending that time doing the work, okay? Facing those inner fears when it comes to love. Because then we do see keep an open mind, okay? Which is where you're needing to really think about, am I willing to open up to love? Am I, keep an open mind. What happens if this crazy thing happened? What happens if this happens? I want to say here, just intuitively, stop telling yourself that you're never going to have love again. Keep an open mind. It does say your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, this there if there's a soulmate coming in, they're different. They're not the same person that you've dealt with that gave you that mouse energy. Okay, that put you into that mouse energy where you were stressed and hurting and feeling lost and like things have been taken from you. The things that you've needed to heal from. It's not the same person. Keep an open mind. Different expectations, different type, okay? Different type of love altogether than what you may have experienced before, Pisces. Because we do also see true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, okay? And on the hidden energy on the bottom, we have the soulmate card, okay? So, yes, this is your soulmate. There is definitely a potential soulmate. And underneath that, new love, and then let your friends help you. Okay, so asking for support when you need it. But there is definitely potential new, true soulmate energy here. It's all about you being, doing the shadow work in order to face that and be ready for that. Okay, Pisces. So that's what we've got for you today. Keep an eye out for that shadow work reading, of course, and make sure you do check your other placements. Leave a comment. Let me know how that resonated for your personal situation, and hopefully I will see you all soon.